Recording.
Start that stream.
Let's go. All right, we're officially recording on Twitch, on video, on audio,
and stereo.
And on stereo.
For the first time ever. Welcome. Sorry for the little turbulence that we just had. We had to take a little reroute. If y'all don't know us, now y'all about to get ready to know us. FC First Class Podcast is in the building, and we would like to welcome the flight crew, whoever y'all may be, new people, old people. Welcome. Let's take this flight. We're traveling.
Hell yeah! It's good back to be in this in the building. Back where we like doing what we do. I can't believe we're in number 6.
Number 6, man.
That's
for
right.
Real. Number 6, man. Number six.
Number 6.
First of all, though, shouts out to Stereo for creating this super duper cool app.
Yeah.
Super duper cool app.
I'm hearing like everything back like 3 times.
For real.
It's okay. Yeah, I'll just have to fight through it. Hey, shout out to Stereo. I just found out about them the other day. I had seen a different podcast using them, and I thought it was a cool-ass idea because the way they were selling it was that you can have people listening into your conversation, and then they can like record a voice message to leave and to kind of leave their input or maybe like a suggestion or like just to say what's up, live. And I thought that was a dope ass idea, and so I mentioned it to B-Flight, and he was like instantly down and downloaded that shit right then and there. So today we got a little bit more deeper into it, kind of tried it out for a little bit and trying to see how to work it. Turns out it's a little, you could tell it's brand new, but it's dope. It's such a cool idea. So what it is you're gonna go live on with 2 people. You're going to create an avatar. When you create your account, you're going to create an avatar. And then you're going to, when you go live, even if you go live by yourself, it automatically connects you to a random person. Unless
to start engaging a conversation.
Unless you have the friend, like right now, like I called B-Flight, so he answered my call. So now we're 2 on this app.
Yeah, pretty much like how... Not trying to compare, but like how IG works, FaceTime, face-to-face time, we're communicating like that pretty much, except we're not face-to-face. It's just straight, like a regular phone call. It's just a straight audio call right now that we're doing, and then the viewers are able to listen and hear what we're talking about, and they're able to leave a message like we just have one right now, and I'm going to listen to it, and we're able to respond back.
Sound good. It's perfect.
There you go.
And that was Purple Millies.
Shout out Purple Millies.
That's our manager, if y'all want to know. It's manager right there.
Yeah. We have a producer. We have a manager.
Producer. But yeah, hopefully all y'all are doing good today. We'll have a guest up in here that's kind of listening, chiming in. He'll be chiming in every once in a while, and we'll be speaking about a few things that he is. Cassavelli, a.k.a. Red the Truth. Great comic, great comedian. So he's going to be figuring out how to get his audio
You see going. The one from today?
Right. He's going to figure out how to get his audio going.
How come parents always want to hit you like that? This hurt me more than it hurt you. He said, well, then why the fuck you keep hitting me?
Right. Like, why are you hitting me? If it truly hurts you more, then why are you continuously to... Smack me with this bell.
Yeah. Shout out to Red the Truth, man.
Shouts out to Red the Truth, man. One of our original followers from day one, and we're one of his actually original followers from day one too. So it's nothing but love.
It's all about support.
Support.
Yeah. So we have a lot to go into today. I'm excited to be here for this flight 0006. Let's go.
Let's get it.
There's a whole bunch of stuff. We opened up with Stereo, right? So hopefully you guys are kind of comfy and you guys are ready to go because it's time to take flight. We about to do this.
According to what it was saying,
You hear that?
It's being dubbed the next big app. They saying it's being dubbed the next big app.
I don't doubt it. It's an awesome idea, and I think once they start working on it a little bit more. It's gonna be dope. Right. Like once you can start doing more than 2 people, because right now that's the downfall. Right now is you can do 2 people. Because we tried calling and adding someone else, it just switched us over to that person.
But it's tight though. Just even the engagement of just going live on your own, and then the algorithm just chooses to find you somebody to
The
start.
dopest part is
start an
that
engagement.
it's like a feed. So when you first go into the app, you're automatically put into a feed where there's two people talking, and so then you can scroll left and right to listen to different conversations, and you just literally come right in onto these fools' conversations. Some of them were a little interesting, some of them sounded a little wild. But they all sound like they were just having a good time. So we were like, we could do this if people just all of a sudden listen to us right now as they're scrolling, and they're like, what are these guys talking about?
Right.
Oh yeah, we talking about this and that. Pretty
Right,
soon we're
'cause
gonna be going into our topics, and then they're gonna hear it and they're gonna be like, oh yeah, let me hear that, because I didn't hear a lot of that.
I didn't hear a
Not
lot
gonna lie.
of it, but I mean,
I heard a lot of like people just talking to each other, talking about.
I can't remember who
dates
we were
and
listening
shit.
to while we were in the car trying to figure everything out. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
a group on here that was just singing.
They were just singing.
like
Yeah, that's
just
dope.
showing off of their vocals and just doing different acapella
Yeah.
type things, and that was real interesting. Just hearing different people sing, and then they actually had people coming in, following, listening, and then they would chime in and start singing with them and everything, which is pretty dope. You know, the engagement. You know, just talking to strangers. You know what I'm saying? Like how you would do in real life, except it's just all over audio.
Yeah, exactly.
An avatar. We get to see what you look like as an avatar. Is this what you look like as a cartoon?
This is gonna be dope when we're talking in the mornings. Instead of being on the phone, let's get on stereo where we can just talk to each other like this, like we normally do. And
Yeah,
then
this will be super
That's
tight. A whole
we just got
different idea.
our fucking our wish. We've been
Right.
saying, man, I wish we could record when we're talking on the phone.
Everything that we game plan.
Stereo
about the
came
podcast,
along and
here
said,
comes
"We got
Stereo.
you."
Y'all made this perfectly for us. Shouts out to Stereo again, man.
Thanks, Stereo.
Stereo for
Thanks
real,
for making
man.
it just for FC First Class Podcast. No
Just
one
for
else.
us, man. Just for us, man. Like,
So if we sent you a link, yeah, go ahead, try it out. It's a little sus, but it's not. So
it's not. It's this.
I know when you get new links from us, it might be a little intimidating, but if we're doing it, we wouldn't do anything. We wouldn't make you do anything that we wouldn't do.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna put it to you like
Been
this.
drinking.
If you're one of those people that just like venting and always want to talk about your stuff on social media and type about it, hey,
Now you got a place.
you have
You
a
got a
place.
platform.
Come to Stereo,
And it'll connect you to somebody. So if you need someone to talk to, all of a sudden you're talking to a random person and
Right.
you guys might hit it off.
The engagement will be there. Man, come on. It's somebody
dope.
who needs to listen to everybody, right?
Yeah, I think everyone's got a
Like
story.
when I- like
Everyone's
when I-
got something to say about something.
One
to
of our
someone.
slogans is, they're ready.
They are.
They just didn't know it.
That's right.
They're ready. They just didn't know it. You know, and that's always true. You know, they were just waiting for us to present this to them on stereo, and now they're ready. You know, they're ready. But for today's topics
In the flight 0006.
We got the itinerary ready and everything.
Yeah, man, go ahead. Pick one. Lay it on me. One of yours, one of mine. Whatever you want to start with.
Actually, you know what? I want to get in a little bit of the NBA topic, man.
Oh, we going straight into the NBA. Man, we had such a successful flight 0005. The vibes. Go check that out if you haven't checked it out. That was such a good episode,
great
man.
one, man. At
Your
FC
basketball
First Class
talk was
Podcast.
amazing, and I'm glad that that little dope ass clip came out of it, and we were able to put that on IG with a little comparison with Shaq and D Wade. Man, that sounded so dope. So yeah, man, get us into the NBA talk. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Sir.
Oh shit, they're cheering for you, son.
Oh man, thank you. Far too kind.
All right.
But yeah, man. First of all, did you see the interview of LeBron James on how he felt about the All-Star game just coming back? He was under the impression that there was not going to be no All-Star game this season. And then just out of nowhere, here comes an All-Star game. I mean, as far as I know, there was not going to be an All-Star game as well. And now here we go. We have one. LeBron
Right.
James felt like it was a slap in the face because hence one of his boys is the president, Chris Paul. The VP is who? LeBron James. So where is that? It was a miscommunication somewhere about, hey, wait, we're going to have an All-Star game? And it didn't even come across to LeBron until last minute. How do you feel about that, man?
I didn't even know that, but that's crazy to think that LeBron would know last about the All-Star game happening
It's
or
not
not.
that he didn't know last. It was just like, man, they were under the impression as the NBA, they were under the impression that there wasn't going to be an All-Star game because of the bubble and then coming right back into the season just a month later.
Oh,
You know?
really?
Yeah. You know, everybody was ready to just have that little vacation, no All-Star weekend. They was going to take that as their
Right.
vacation, rejuvenate, get their
Yeah.
bodies back right. Boom, 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 get ready for the second half. But now there's an All-Star game. That shakes everything up. As LeBron, do you feel like
You still get a break though, don't you? Don't you still get like a week off?
not if you're picked as an all-star. I mean, you can give up your all-star, you can give up your position, your starting position or your reserve role. You definitely can. But do you think LeBron will do that? I mean, like he said, he's tired. I'm tired a little bit, man.
Yeah, dude. He's been going hard.
Hard, man. Look at
the bubble, the
look
playoffs, the championship.
Look at the numbers this guy's
and
just
then
they
came right out the gate. Yeah, the Lakers are number one defensively, right?
Yeah, man.
Probably offensively.
When Anthony Davis, when they're creating off of their defense, Callie, when they're creating off of their defense, when they get on that fast break and transition after creating off, man, they're unstoppable, man. You can't stop them in transition, man.
Yeah.
You can't stop them when they creating off of defense, when it's a nice turnover or a block shot and then LeBron or Anthony Davis has leaked out because Caldwell Pope and got a steal and now LeBron and them is headed to the net. You can't stop that force when they're coming at you like that and they're hitting on all cylinders. What? But I again, I agree with Brian. He's tired, man, and
for sure.
What happened with the communication problem right there? And then All-Stars.
Has any other player came out and talk about this? How they didn't know?
Not that I know of yet. I've been watching, trying to figure out. But LeBron is the biggest star that's said something right now. He's tired. Of course, I'm pretty sure other players wanted to say something, but probably.
But wasn't he voted number one
already, man? Already. Curry's number one for the backcourt. Boy, sitting at 2
million. It was a
million.
fan vote, huh? You know how that worked out?
He's sitting at 2 million. I think it was a fan vote.
Do you know how that worked out, that whole fan vote thing? Because it was like the first year they're doing it, right? Where
I didn't even really
there was somebody,
because I don't really
I forgot
like
who the player was, but there was a player who ended up getting less votes than Klay Thompson. And Thompson isn't even playing.
Right, and that's what makes the player vote so silly.
Just because of the fan votes. That's so sick.
I'm with, okay, give the player votes, okay, or the fan votes, I should say, okay, give them at least 20%.
Yeah.
20%, 25% of it, preferably 20. I'll take that 20,
right.
And then you mesh the rest out between, let's say your analysts and sportscasters, the Stephen A's and them, let their ballots count, and then after that, you spread the rest out between the players and the GMs. I'm all for it like that.
Yeah, I think that way makes more sense, especially right now in the times we're at. Like, why not?
Because when you're a fan, you're gonna vote for people that you like. You know what I'm saying? Like, or you're gonna go for somebody on your team that you feel like is being slept on, which I don't blame you. You may have a Zach LaVine who's been being slept on, and you want to just go vote for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Do you feel like Zach LaVine is an all-star? That's a small shooting guard, small forward shooting guard over there in the East. He's an all-star. I mean, it's not too many people over there at that position that's competing with him right now.
I haven't watched him much. I haven't watched him much.
But I mean, even though with that, speaking about all-stars, I'm kind of upset about this guy Sabonis, man. That he's just kind of flying under the radar on
Sabonis,
man.
What team is he on?
The Pacers, man.
The Pacers.
And I feel like
he didn't get voted in.
Not that I know of right now, but I mean, even last year, man, I mean, they're just sleeping on this guy, man, just sleeping on him. He's ranked 5th in the NBA in rebounds, 5th, 11.8 rebounds a game, pretty much 12. Okay, yeah, he's averaging 21 points a game. That puts him at 31st in the NBA. Okay, yada, yada, yada. Giannis is only averaging 27, and he's 6th in the NBA.
Giannis is a power forward?
Power forward. These are your power forward all-stars in the East. And I feel like you can mix this up. You don't have to have Kevin Durant as a power forward. You can line him up as a small forward. And then we get Sabonis up in there because Sabonis' numbers is better than Tobias Harris and John Collins, John Collins is only averaging 17 points a game. Tobias is only averaging 20 with 7 and 2. And y'all still sleeping on the kid in Indiana who's averaging 21, 11, and 5 right now? What? He's putting up numbers right now, man. He's putting up numbers. His numbers just keep going up. They dropped from last year. He was averaging 23 last year. Just the points, But other than that, I mean, he's one of the third best power forwards out there. When you look at it, you go ahead and shapeshift Kevin Durant down to small forward where he likes being at. Why do you have Kevin Durant down there? Want to be out down there banging with people? I get it. He's faster. He can beat them off the dribble. When you got to bring a power forward up out there and you can take them off the dribble, that creates different things. Hence why KD got Harden and them over there. It's creating a whole different thing. And we got to get back and talk about that because Kyrie has been showing his ass off.
He has. That fool kind of turned me around a little bit. He definitely got me in the heartstrings a little bit because I'm like, okay, I actually see this fool working.
But I just feel like Sabonis is an all-star. With those numbers, he's fifth in the freaking NBA, man, in rebounds. Fifth. That's a big turnaround. Big turnaround. But, I mean, as far as everything else goes, his numbers is
So you're
there.
saying he should be starting all-star?
I'm reserved. You can't start over Giannis, and you're not going to start over Durant. But definitely a reserve. Okay. Definitely a reserve. But, you know, they're looking at John Collins. They're looking at Tobias Harris. They're looking at Pascal Siakam. But I'm like, his numbers is better than all of them. When you go look at the per rating, it's better than them, too.
Okay. Well, I like that argument. We were going through the numbers earlier, and I heard what you were saying.
I'm arguing, you know, fan vote or not, man. Y'all just pay attention to hoop if y'all into it. Pay attention. Sabonis is an all-star in the East. In the West,
credit,
no. In the West, no. In the East, definitely. He's an all-star. Definitely an
that's
all-star.
important. We were just kind of looking at the East numbers here. Those stats that you were dropping with Giannis and with Tobias Harris, right? That's his name?
Yeah, and check this out. Giannis is 11.2 rebounds. 8th. Sabonis is sitting 3 spots ahead of him. 3 spots ahead of him. Okay, and then the assist rating, Giannis is averaging 5.9, sitting 25th. Okay, Sabonis is 5.7, sitting 27th. It's not that big of a difference. He's beating him in the rebound category, and you're beating him in the assist category just by that much. Just by that much. Okay, then we go to the point differential. Okay, that's a big difference. Okay, 7 points, 6 points more. Okay, 27 a game. He's sitting 6. Okay, 21 a game from Sabonis. He's sitting, 31st? Okay. Kevin Durant is averaging 29, and he's sitting 2nd. 29 a game. So that lets you know how many players are actually tied up in certain places. You know what I'm saying? If Giannis is only averaging 27 and he's sitting 6, Curry's averaging 28 a game. So he's somewhere in the third? Sitting where, 3rd or 2nd? If KD is averaging 29 a game, sitting 2nd?
Sounds like a sound argument to me.
Sabonis is an all-star. He's an all-star in the East.
Sabonis is supposed to be an all-star. He is an all-star.
He's an all-star in the East. And if y'all like what I'm saying, please chime in and leave a message. Please.
Yeah, for sure. Who's listening?
He's an all-star.
What do you think? Do you even know who Sabonis is? I don't. I'm sorry. But I like this because it gives me that perspective of underrated. Okay, I don't know this player, but you're giving me these facts, like numbers, straight up numbers. He's over here dropping numbers. You see this? B-Flat came prepared. You wrote it down on itinerary, right?
Just underrated.
So, over Giannis, over Harris, over...
Man, no. Giannis is the starter. Durant starts at the small forward, but you have to let him come in as a reserve.
Yeah.
Sabonis is the reserve. He's the for sure reserve power forward to come in after Giannis. For sure.
Makes sense.
For surely. Because then the argument comes, okay, who comes in after Kevin Durant as a small forward? You have Jimmy Butler over there. You have Zach LaVine over there. You know, there's players over there. But, I mean,
We had a pretty interesting conversation with your boy, Mike. Shout out to you, Mike. We were just talking on the phone, and we just going through little scenarios of different things in the NBA. It was pretty fun.
That argument was great.
Dope.
That argument was great. And I'm going to ask y'all this, man. Do you trust Paul George in the playoffs or Jamal Murray in the playoffs? Please let me know. I got Jamal Murray. It's proven what he's been able to do over the past 2-3 years. It's proven. Paul George is... He has not proven anything in the playoffs to me. He has spectacular moments here and there, but he hasn't proved anything to me. Season Paul George, amazing. I'm not hating on this man. Amazing. But in the playoffs, he diminishes like Kyle Lowry does. Just like, man, dude, you are a dog in the season, Kyle Lowry. But then the playoffs get here, it's like, what's going on? He did well finally when he got Kawhi Leonard. He finally put up good numbers in the playoffs when he got Kawhi Leonard. The only time, but other than that, Kyle Lowry has always been to no avail. Same with Paul George. I feel like Paul George could have possibly gotten one when he was with Indiana.
Yeah, I think that was the most...
He could have gotten one. But now it's like you've gone through all of this. The bubble, it had you make a mental breakdown. I get all of that. I'm not going to knock you for that, okay? You couldn't see your family, okay? This and that.
That seems pretty big to me.
Okay, so you go through all of that, right? And then here we go. The NBA, Adam Silver, man, they change a couple of things up here and there. Okay, now all of a sudden family is able to be at the game.
Yeah.
So they helped you, but you still didn't show up. Then all of a sudden you want to blame it on Doc. You want to blame it on Doc Rivers for saying he was playing you out of position.
Poor Doc.
Huh?
Poor Doc.
Get out of here, man. Playing out of position, dude. What?
But I think, like I said, though, Doc was on his way out anyways because he wasn't producing no rings. They couldn't even get past us or nothing else.
Yeah.
And then there was also a lot of injuries and shit. Fuck. That sucked. But
yeah, he had been there since the Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. He's been there a while. Yeah. And he was part GM or owner or whatever. He was handling shots in the inside too. So I feel it.
Yep.
But like, another quick question, just a random thought that we were talking about,
And then
the whole Steve Kerr thing. Do you think that position was handed to him?
Man, you're gonna make me go crazy right now.
Do you really think that position was just handed to him?
No, it wasn't handed to him, but he didn't abuse it or like.
So you feel like he earned that position from Mark Jackson?
I'm saying that he was a good pick, and it turned out to be a good thing.
How do y'all feel, Stereo? How do y'all feel, Stereo FC crew? How do y'all feel?
I mean, hopefully they're even Warriors fans or basketball fans. We try to switch it up a lot. We go from basketballs, all those sports, all the main ones. Just big news that matters to us. B Flight here, he's a big time basketball man, so that's why I let him take the floor. And the UFC apparently, I've seen a couple. I don't really do too much UFC, so he's the man again for that one. Baseball. I like bringing up baseball. That's my sport, if you didn't notice. And the world champions and shit.
Speaking of baseball, I know nothing has started, but what's going on in the baseball world? Anything new? Anything going on? Contracts? Any trades? Anything big going on?
Yeah, you already said it. It's contracts going on. Some offseason shit. The Dodgers ended up picking up Trevor Bauer, which is pretty dope. He was the best pitcher last year in the NL. Mm-hmm. And then he became a free agent. There was talks. It ended up coming down to between us and the Mets, I think it was. Mm-hmm. And everybody was convinced he was going to the Mets, that he was just using us as leverage, to be like, well, if you don't sign me, they're going to sign me for way much more money in LA. Because LA is known for signing people big contracts. I mean, we just did Kershaw. We had Jansen that we had to renew. That cost us a pretty penny. And so I guess you could say the Dodgers are known for that. And it's something that when I grew up, I always used to think of the Yankees. Like, oh, they just have the money to have those players. That's why they're so good. So now we've kind of became that thing. But hey, whatever, man. We're trying to go back to back. So why not? Let's take advantage of it. Because right now, apparently our salary is at, let me see, I got stats too and shit that I can drop on y'all.
Bring them stats out. Stephen A.
So for the Trevor Bauer contract, it ended up being $102 million for 3 years. We signed this guy for 3 years.
For three?
Now this guy's coming from Cincinnati Reds, and what's dope about this trade, let me tell you, besides the money, is that this guy was a huge troll versus the Astros. The Astros, if you don't know, are a controversial team because they won the World Series in 2017, but apparently there's been evidence that they were cheating. They were using stuff like garbage cans inside of the audience to decipher what kind of pitch was coming. A lot of people will argue that it doesn't matter if you know what pitches come in. Baseball is just an unpredictable sport, but I like to disagree because I think if you know what's coming, if you know the true call sign, like it really works. Like I know for a fact that this guy's gonna throw a fastball off of the signs that we've given each other, or even supposedly they were wearing little electronic post devices that would tell them like 1 post or 2 posts would be a strike. Like what the fuck? So anyways, that season we lost to them like in the semifinals. So you could see that Dodger fans would probably be a little salty about it, right? But really, the whole MLB was salty because, like all fans, I would think, because they never got punished. Nothing ever happened. And, like, more what you would call it, evidence came up. More evidence came up that they were actually cheating, like, and nothing ever happened. So, this guy Trevor Bauer, he was just a huge fucking troll on this. Like, would always say shit. Like the following year when they didn't end up doing nothing, he would just, on his Twitter, he's known for being that kind of a athlete where he talks shit on Twitter and shit like that. So a lot of good memes have came out of this guy, and then now, since you got that background, right, the Dodgers and him kind of have this history of not liking them for what they did. Now he's joining our team. And he's worth $102 million apparently. So 102. So that puts us, our payroll with all of our players apparently is at $240 million. And there's this thing called the competitive balance tax where it kind of wants everyone to stay no more than 210. And we're at 240. So for every overage that we do, is like we get taxed 20%. And then any 20 million that over 230, it's 32%. Random ass numbers, but it was just interesting to me, so I figured maybe I share it with y'all because apparently Dodgers are balling. So I'm sorry if your team, I heard something like the Pirates was at like 80 million. Like there's teams out there with 80, 70 million payroll, and we're over here with 240. So
smackaroos.
Yeah,
money right now.
Like I'm in a weird position because I feel for y'all, but at the same time, that's my team, and apparently we're motherfucking ballers, baby. We ain't champions for no reason. You know what I'm saying?
Money.
Other than that, let's see. So that's baseball. So yeah, like I said, I'll usually be handling the baseball. My boy B Flight will be handling basketball, UFC, and we chime in when we know a little thing here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Football. What you think about that? Who's winning the freaking Super Bowl?
That's the big one, right? That's something everyone can talk about at least a little bit.
Because that's what's coming up. Everybody's getting their beer ready. They're getting those barbecue pits ready. People getting ready to make nachos. The Super Bowl party is getting ready to start.
I'm going to one tomorrow.
Where you going? Where we going?
My cousin's throwing one right here.
I think I'm there then. I'm there.
Boom. Right there.
It's out here?
Yeah, right there. The River Island ones I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm there, son. We there. We will be there. We will be there. Hold on. We have a message real quick.
Okay, shit. We got a message on stereo.
I gotta go for the Chiefs. I don't like Brady that much. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
That was from Red the Truth.
Red the Truth.
He said that he's going for the Chiefs. Here comes another message.
Hey, B, Flight, you're echoing. Can't really hear you that well.
Oh, see, someone said we're echoing on the stereo. Thanks for letting us know, man.
Thanks for letting us know that, James.
Hopefully it's clearing up.
Hopefully. But thank you, big time for that.
And then Red said that he's going for the Chiefs. Is that what he said?
Yeah, he said he said he does not like Tom Brady. What makes you not like Tom Brady? What did Tom Brady do to you? Red the Truth, please let us know. What did Tom Brady do to you?
Name a time.
I feel like
Flaggate. Is that what it's called?
Oh, the Deflategate?
Yeah, Deflategate. There you go.
I feel like. Okay, let me ask you this real quick. Does this if Tom Brady wins this, does this solidify him as the best quarterback ever?
I'd say so. I think this is like talking about
number 7.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I ask this is because I've never seen Tom Brady have to go through this many quarterbacks in the AFC that he has to go through in the NFC. Look what he just had to go through. Mm-hmm. And yet he still figured it out. Still figured it out.
Whole brand new
he
team.
Just went through Drew Brees. They choked. Yep. They choked, had a fumble going into the thing. Drew Brees threw 2 interceptions. So they lost that, and yet you cannot make a mistake with Tom Brady. So he figured it out. Boom. Got them out the way. Then you got to go into Lambeau Field. Yeah, okay, all the fans and everything ain't there like how it normally is. You know what I'm saying? But to leave the cold, right, to go to Miami, loving that weather, and then you got to go right back out there where it's cold at.
Yeah.
I was thinking Tom Brady was going to have some problems, man.
Right.
I know he was enjoying that sun out there in Miami, then go out there to Lambeau Field. Yeah. And then you get through Aaron Rodgers. And now Patrick Mahomes is coming up. I've never seen him have to go through quarterbacks like this. AFC, somebody's always injured or it's not this much enough on both sides or this or this. He's been playing teams that has offense and defense on both sides. I'm not dissing teams that was like the Baltimore, the Giants and those other teams, the Peyton Mannings. And then when they were there, Peyton Manning was dealing with injuries. We have 2 more messages real quick. Let me go holla at these. And see
Okay, we got 2 more messages on stereo.
Unless they're on yours too. Aren't they on yours?
Oh, yeah. Let me play one.
What do you say?
You said we're much better.
Thank you. Thank you, James. Sports Pod. Shout out to James Sport Pod anyways for even chiming in to listen. And very much appreciated, brother. Very much.
I didn't hear the second part. There was a second part to his message.
Started with the tuck rule. Never heard of the tuck rule before.
Yes, the tuck rule.
The Raiders got screwed out the championship.
Yep.
That's all good, though. It's not Tom Brady's
Yep.
fault. My bad. It's the official's fault. He's the golden child.
No, I'm with you.
And I don't like that. I like the underdog.
I agree with you, the underdog. But in this case, Red the Truth and Cali, who's really the underdog in this situation? Is it Patrick Mahomes or is it Tom Brady?
It's crazy because in a way Tom Brady could be, right? Because of like you said, the shit he had to go through this season and with a brand new team. But then you literally have the underdog of Mahomes, but he's not really an underdog because he's last year's champion.
He's proven.
So
And he's proven you cannot make a mistake with me because guess what? If you throw an interception or if y'all even have a fumble, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
I'm coming, boy. Andy Reid, look. Andy Reid is about to be like this. Look, I got a defense for this ass right now, Tom Brady. And Tom Brady is in the back of his head like, I will depict anything that you throw at me right now.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to, can they really stop Gronk and AB? If I feel like if they can stop Gronk and AB and just shut them down to a running game,
just lost the camera, son.
Patrick Mahomes and them gets it. If Patrick Mahomes and them can't figure out how to isolate Brady weapons and all the extra weapons that he likes to use, he uses everything. All his wide receivers, tight ends, he uses all of them. So if he figures that out, how to use all his weapons, it's going to be a long day for the young buck Patrick Mahomes and the MA. It's going to be a long day. I expect a great game, but when I say a long day, he gonna get him a whooping.
Trying to figure this out.
He gonna get him a whooping. Just I'm hitting this wide out. Oh, I'm running this route. Oh, drop step. Oh, 2-3, little vertical, real quick slant. Oh my God, he's gonna be giving them everything. If their defense is not on point, he's just gonna shred them with numbers, just slowly. But if they defense is clamping and shaking, ooh-wee, what the Chiefs can do. Ooh-wee. Let's see what this message is talking about over here.
The worst thing I ever did was to bet against Tom Brady. I learned my lesson a long time ago. Whenever Brady's in the Super Bowl, do not bet against him. He's going to win, regardless. But at the end of the day, I'm still going for the Chiefs, regardless.
Red the Truth, I do agree with that. You do not bet against Tom Brady. That is the best way you can put that answer. Is just, hey, I'm going to just go with the opposite team. You don't just say he going to get whooped. You just go with the opposite team. Because as soon as you put money up against that man, all of a sudden it just seems like you lost. It just seems like you just lost. So if Brady gets this, Red the Truth, if Brady gets this, James Sports Podcast, whoever's listening, if Brady gets this ring, does this solidify him as the GOAT? Or do you believe he's the GOAT already? What do you think, Callie, on that one as well?
All right, so I think it's just self-explanatory. Sorry, I was trying to figure out these scenes. We lost the cameras for a minute, so let me check real quick, make sure everything's good.
Red the Truth is calling.
Here. You can't take it because then it'll take you out of me.
Oh, it'll take me out of you.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we can't take phone calls when we're on stereo. When you're already with a pair, when you're with two people, you can't take another phone call because then it'll just redirect you to them, and then you'll cut out the third person. So like if he was to take that call, it would take me out. Yeah. So that's why we were saying that, like, you could tell that stereo is kind of at a beginner stage, because eventually I'm sure they're gonna have to do multiple
they're gonna fix
people.
it. You know they're gonna fix that.
Because that's something that we want.
Again.
So stereo, there you go. If we have a suggestion, and
y'all
hopefully
do
you guys
like
take
it, hopefully y'all can take that. If y'all do like it, not saying that y'all probably not already on that process, but if not, there's ways to tweak that.
Hell yeah. Shout out to stereo. So anyways, back to your question, bro. Yeah, for
sure.
Shout
out to Red the Truth, man. I think he just
shout out to Red. Yeah. Oh, okay. Play that.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. I don't know what just happened with my phone.
Sorry for the technical difficulties. It's all right, brother. It's all right.
Yeah, man. We're all going through some technical difficulties.
But
when you see the episode, you'll see that the whole time we were talking with you and talking about your reaction here, I was trying to get our cams back on. I don't know why all of a sudden this shit just
But to get back to that question.
But yeah, I'm coming back.
Does that Red the Truth?
Yes, it solidifies him as a goal, I think, because look, man, like, it's Tom Brady, man. Let's just stop fucking with the foolery. I hate him too. I have my reasons, just like Red the Truth said, the tuck shit, the deflate gate, everything, right? You have your issues with that fool. And then plus, when you see greatness,
you just can't hate on it.
It's hard not to not hate on it, right? Like, fuck, Kobe. We have to get that out of us. We have to be happy for people, because then we lose them one day, like our fucking blessed Kobe, man. Goddamn, rest in peace. Then they're gone. I know that we talk well about Kobe and everybody, but there's some people that really didn't like him.
Just because he played for the yellow and gold.
So they spent their whole life hating on a motherfucking champion. So why are we gonna do that with Tom Brady? As far as like rival wise and everything, of course, there's always that. It's almost like me with the Giants.
The hate has to be.
I'm supposed to hate them, but I'm not like, I don't legitimately hate that guy for being amazing, being great. So hey, man, if he wins this, then I think he should just dip after that. Like, hey, yo, that's it. That's the legacy. Boom, it's over. It's solidified.
Just walk out into the sunset.
You'll always be comparing whoever to the best quarterback.
They'd be starting to compare to Brady.
Probably Tom Brady.
They'd be comparing. It won't be.
It was hard to say myself.
Right.
It was hard to say myself. But I just it has to, right? Because Mahomes does this, then it just bumps his popularity up regardless. He just won a Super Bowl. If he ends up being Tom Brady, he's just gonna go up. So more power to him. If he does it too, that's gonna be amazing. And then Tom Brady can be like, shit, you know what? Like, at least I had my last hoorah here. Is he signed for more years?
I'm not sure. We're gonna have to look that one up.
Damn.
But so with that being said, who loses more? If Tom Brady loses to
I don't think no one loses.
If Tom Brady loses...
You got the weekend open up for a halftime show. No one's losing today. No one's losing at the Super Bowl.
No, but I'm saying who...
Let's go, weekend. I see you.
Who loses more? Because Tom Brady may be on his way out, right? So if Tom Brady loses... Do we just sit there and say,
either way,
is he still going to be one of the greatest players of all time? But are we saying that Joe Montana is still better? Or is he better than Joe Montana even if he does lose? Because we know if he wins, right?
Joe Montana is the best quarterback right now in everyone's eyes?
That man, Joe the cool.
How many did he have?
Joe the freaking cool.
How many rings did he have?
Oh, I think 4 or 5 or something like that.
4 or 5, something like that.
Something like that, but it's the way how he did it. And
breaking news.
It's the way how he did it. Correct me if I'm wrong. Whoever's on here, can y'all please look that up?
I think regardless, I think the point is that Brady is going to be a GOAT. That's it, right?
He's going to be a GOAT. He's going to be a GOAT, period. Peyton Manning's a GOAT. Dan Marino's a GOAT. Even if he loses,
it's still going to be
but I'm saying,
in his favor.
Does the NFL world, do you feel like the NFL world puts him over Joe Montana? If he doesn't win, does he win? If he wins, he's over Joe Montana.
Know Joe Montana was considered.
If he wins, he's over Joe Montana. But if he loses,
I know he's amazing.
Do we just keep them at the even kill? Like, okay.
I don't know. Hopefully someone can answer because I have no.
It's a beautiful game, man. Sports is just beautiful.
Stuff, but
sports is just beautiful. Period, man.
I don't want to drop no fake facts or fake feelings.
No fake facts.
just want to be real.
No fake facts.
But I appreciate that, the thought into this, because it does make me think about, man, you really do have these 2 great people, amazing athletes, and 2 great teams that made it all the way to the end.
Right. Because
in this no crowd, kind of crowd season.
Because you already said it. Patrick Mahomes, that's a step up for him.
Regardless.
I just beat Brady in the Super Bowl.
Or he lost to Brady in the Super Bowl, and it's still a legendary day.
Nah, I'm Pat Mahomes. I don't want to lose to Brady.
Well, no one does, but I'm saying if he does,
I don't even want to
still
take
a
that
good
as
day.
an accomplishment. I want to beat the best.
Yeah, of course.
Like Brady, look, bruh, I know what you done did, but guess what? You see this hair? You see these commercials I've been doing? I'm here, bruh. Like, we got something to say. But nah, man, this is going to be a great Super Bowl.
Hell yeah, I'm ready for the food and the drinks.
I'm ready for the food. I'm with you tomorrow, man. I'm coming to see the Hispanic family tomorrow,
Hell yeah,
man. I'm
come
with
through.
the Mexican family
sure you're more
tomorrow.
welcome.
I'm with the... Hey.
Hey, quick shout out to the Sharks, by the way.
Oh,
We won a cool game last night. That was fun.
Yeah. My boy sent me this little thing. You know, he's a Sharks fan. He's into hockey, too.
Hell yeah, San Jose Sharks, what up?
I'm brushing up on my hockey. Trust and believe. As we continue to go and we keep giving y'all different live content on this podcast, it's going to be so sharp. It's going to be so sharp.
Yeah.
Especially when we get into these sports segments. And, you know, because, I mean, I'm not as sharp as you are, but that's why you pick up what I don't know. And I pick up what you don't know. But when we pick up what we both don't know and put it together, we going to be fierce.
That's the summary FC First Class Podcast right there. Man, shout out to the people on Twitch watching us live on the stream. Shout out to YouTube if you're watching this video later when we post it. Man, I hope you guys been catching up on all of our episodes. We have our flight episodes, and we're up until 0005 that's available. This would be the next one, obviously.
And this is
And
6.
then we have layover episodes, and we're at 4.5, and we did 5.5 today. And we got to have our great friend and B-Flight's girl on the layover. It was pretty dope.
Purple
Millies, man.
Follow that on her IG, Purple Millies.
So the layover, the way it's going to work out, looks like is just going to be hanging out with her. She allowed us to come in here, and she took over the kitchen area with her bar stuff and all her drinks and made us 2 drinks on a layover. So if you want to come sit with us, you should do that and learn how to make these 2 drinks. It was a good time. P. Millies was leading the show.
Out to
it was
Stereo
nice.
Again. I know we're new here and y'all don't know us, so I go by B Flight, and this is my co-host, Callie Ellum. And
Yep.
Our podcast is FC First Class Podcast, and that's on all platforms you can find us on. FC First Class Podcast from YouTube, IG, Facebook. Even here, we even have the title in here, FC First Class Podcast. So I mean, hey, we're here, Twitch, everything. You know, that's who we go by when you want to find us. Stereo people, if y'all want to chime in and leave us comments and go check our stuff out on the YouTube, please do so. Please do so. It's FC First Class Podcast. I mean, this is a family. This is a community, period, here at the Stereo thing. We're going to be doing the same, checking out other people's stuff and making sure we're showing love everywhere that we go, you know. It's a community. We're here. Y'all here. Let's do this together.
Amen. So yeah, B. Millies was with us at the layover.
Yeah, that was it.
And made us 2 drinks, and one of them was a peach punch.
Peach punch.
That shit was good. She even showed us 2 different ways to pour it into the glass, so you can do it nice and fancy with like the layer of colors with the red, orange to the yellow.
Change.
And then the second time she did it.
That was P. right there. That was P. Millies that just made it.
Damn, that was like a ghost walking by. That was crazy.
It's the manager.
I was like, yo, we were just talking about her, and there she is in our video. What the hell? That's weird. I thought I accidentally clicked something. So Pete Millies took over the layover and showed us those 2 drinks. The peach punch, right, was the first one. You're good. And then the second one was, what was the second one called? Peach tea. That one was just the peach tea. Both of them were so delicious. It was so good. JBT. We killed them. The
JBT.
JBT? What does that stand for?
Jim Beam.
T.
Oh, there you go.
JBT.
Because
I do remember saying JBT. I had said
nice.
JBT when she was like the Jim P. I was like, that JBT.
Well, that's what it was, and it was dope. So make sure you guys tune into the layover 5.5 because it's going to be all full of P. Millies, and we talked to her for a little bit too in between the drinks, and we're hanging out, and it was dope. So make sure you guys watch that one. Because y'all been watching the other ones, and I think the layovers are getting better and better, man. It's kind of like our little like side thing here. This is the main thing. Our flights, when we do our flights, that's our main episodes.
That's the main
Then we
thing.
do layovers before we get into the episode. We usually go live on IG or Facebook. More so IG these days. And we give you a chance to kind of
Interact
talk
with
to
us.
us. Yeah, just chit chat before we get live, and maybe you come up with a topic you want to hear. So if you're on stereo and you hear us on here, and you want to come check us out, that's where you can check us out live for the layover on IG. You can watch us live on Twitch when we do these flights, or you could just watch it all later when it's available on our YouTube at FCFirstClassPodcast.
Right. And just shouts out to Stereo again, man, just for this cool
Shouts out to
platform.
Stereo again.
Just for this cool platform, man.
Yeah, right now we're having the issue with the echoey stuff, but I think we'll figure it out. We'll see what's up. We'll see what we need to do to step up. But I'm glad that we decided to do this for the first time today.
The idea is already
Yeah,
there when
for
we just
sure.
picked up the phone and just called each other and just get it going.
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm hoping that one of these days, people are scrolling through the stereo and then they see or hear us talking and they decide to stick around, and then we get some more people on this thing.
Right.
Because apparently they're paying over there on stereo.
Right.
They're paying me with stereo. They have competitions every week, like who has the most listeners this week, who has the most followers or new people to the app.
And don't be no fake Stereo person on here, man. Like, you cannot mess with that Clubhouse stuff, man. That's the rivals. So don't be on here trying to use both platforms, man.
Oh, we're choosing sides. It is
Straight-
very similar to Clubhouse. If you haven't heard about Clubhouse, it's a place where you can kind of go into chat rooms, I guess you could say, and you're all in there, right? This is a little different, and I think we really want to rock with this. So
We
shout
wanna
out to
rock with this.
Stereo.
So shout out to Stereo.
And,
Forget Clubhouse.
Yeah.
We over
we're gonna
here
stay
with
away from
Stereo.
that.
We with Stereo. So you people that's on here on Stereo and still got Clubhouse, please get rid of Clubhouse. It's all stereo over here.
It's war.
It's all audio over here coming through your stereos. FC First Class, beating hard.
There's some valuable stuff on Clubhouse, so we fuck with you, but it's about stereo, though.
It's about
all
stereo, though. This is the platform. Sponsorship, stereo.
So yeah, what else do we got today, man? Oh, I did put a little thing if you guys want to check out some new music. Two videos that just came out that I think are pretty dope from Rex Life Raj. His new song Bounty, produced by Ill Mind. He's got a dope video to that one. He's out there looking like a cowboy and shit. It's like an old western type of video. It's dope. And then there's another artist called Cal Scrooby.
Okay.
Shout out to Cal Scrooby. He's got a video called Underground. It's pretty dope.
And that's Scrooby, not Scooby.
Yeah, Scruby. I thought it was Scrubby, but in a recent interview that he had,
He had to correct it, people.
yeah, they asked how you pronounce his name because it must be a popular question among him, among his fan base. So I thought it was Cal Scrubby. He said he's cool with that, but that it's Cal Scrooby.
Yeah, he said he ain't no scrub. He said he ain't no scrub, bruh.
Yeah, and shout out to our producer because he had said, he's like, are you sure it's Cal Scrubby? It kind of sounds like Scrooby to me because it's only one B, you know?
Producer.
It'd be two
producer,
if it was Scrubby.
Sully.
So yeah, our producer, man, our manager over here.
Manager,
Bell
man.
Peppers.
Manager, Purple Millies, man. Look, she's the manager, and she has her own stuff, man. So go check her out, y'all. Please go
right.
check her out. We walked in from like doing our little scenario, getting everything right, the itinerary. We come in, she had the waters laid out for us. We come in, just she just figured we was parched, just helped us out, manager status type stuff. That was the first thing we noticed when we walked in.
She is.
Manager.
There she is. So yeah, make sure you're watching that layover. If you're watching this, if you gotten this deep into this episode and you haven't seen the layover 5.5, when this comes out,
Go check it out.
go check it
Please.
out. It was fun. It was dope.
Check out that message.
I don't think we have much left on the itinerary. You got any other last minute thoughts?
What are y'all's favorite football team?
Oh, we got a question. Who's our favorite football team? My favorite football team is the Oakland Raiders.
He's a Raider. Oakland Raider.
Let's go.
I'm not
Let's go.
really.
Oh,
into,
hey.
I'm
Hold on
not
real quick.
really into football per se, but growing up, I like Detroit.
Quick,
So
gotta
I'm
change.
gonna say the Lions,
Quick,
and I know
gotta
they
change.
suck this year, but I'm gonna go with the Lions, man. What was your favorite team?
That's right. That's
What
I'm
was your
talking
favorite
about.
team, if you don't mind?
I
us
just got
asking
drafted.
you? Hold on.
More messages. Let's go. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
All right, shouts out to Red the Truth talking about Raiders. We have another message we're gonna check out real quick and let's see what this one says.
Shout out to Stereo. This is dope. Let's go. Raiders.
We got Raider Squad up here. We got Raider Squad in here.
Nation, baby.
Whoever else is in here, what's y'all
I'm
favorite
rocking this
football
hat tomorrow,
team?
so you guys won't see me on the flight, so I might as well show this. I gotta take out the tags and everything. It's fresh as fuck still. You know, I'm wearing this tomorrow. I had it out because I can't have it sitting in the backpack and getting squished and shit. You know what I'm saying? Not when it has this perfect little band right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I watched that flight. I watched that. Yeah, it was flight, right? Part 1, flight 4. You know, I learned how to bend my shit like a G. So
right, and go check out that episode, man. He teach y'all a little something that he learned, and he dropped the gym, and then one of the other homies, Mikey Mike, he ended up posting it, reposting it, what he did with his hat. Hey man, it's nothing but love over here. It's nothing but love over here with the FC First Class Podcast. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. This is going to be one of the best stereo shows on here. No distance to nobody else. We just always just come in here live with a lot of energy and just got a lot to say. Yep. And we love it. We love it. We love it when y'all chime in and just send us messages. That excites us. That excites the hell out of us.
Hell yeah.
You understand? It doesn't matter if it's from the same person. It excites the hell out of us just to be able to engage with viewers.
Hell yeah.
That's the best part about it. Just to be able to engage with a viewer. Y'all want to know how we feel, we get to know how y'all feel. Then we get to debate a little bit, and then we get to find a common ground and then laugh at it with each other. What's better than that? That's just nothing but fun.
Getting those messages instantly like that, and you get to just record real quick instead of just us reading your shit like, he said Raiders. It would have been like whatever. He came on, he said Raiders. Right. Let's go. That's so dope that we have this like instant interaction with y'all. So if we can work out these kinks where the audio sounds better on there, and we can get it linked up to maybe something else, I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna level up.
Oh, she came back out with the Raiders hoodie, Twitch.
We're not playing. We're not playing. Tomorrow's the last day to throw this up, so that's why I had to bring this hat for tomorrow at the Super Bowl. That's what I'm rocking, so had to show y'all.
But
hell yeah,
this was a very great episode.
Yep.
We got into it. Stereo. We enjoy this platform, this newfound glory.
Yeah, hopefully this fucking
until next time, we may end up just hitting y'all tomorrow. Y'all may just hear us on here tomorrow. Never know.
Yeah, I think the goal is to be on stereo more because that one just requires us to just talk. Mm-hmm. So we don't have to do all this setup.
Y'all may hear from us at least.
So yep, stereo. We'll see you soon.
See y'all soon. Flight crew, see y'all soon.
Flight crew was good.
Stereo flight crew.
Everybody on IG.
See y'all soon.
Everybody on Twitch.
I'm B Flight.
And I'm Cal Yellum.
And this is the First Class Podcast.
You
Tune in
know,
later.
Let's go.